G'day everyone, Andy here, Poverty Prospecting. It's been a bit wet, cold and miserable this week, and I haven't had a chance to get out anywhere. So, just trying to make a little bit of content to keep you interested. This here is a little jar of Jems that I've used in my pay dirt. This has been collected over a year or two, but just to give you a little look, there's a fair few sapphires in there, some garnets, there's even a ruby or two, a lot of citrines, there's devil's dice. It's a colourful little thing. There is some nice sapphires in there. There's even a what they call a tiger eye in there. But yeah, that's just something that I've been collecting for a while. Very pretty. I hope to one day set it in some resin and turn it into a piece of jewellery for my beautiful wife. But thought that'd be interesting. I'm about to go away on a bit of a holiday for a few weeks, so content will be a bit thin on the ground. But while we're here, I was just going to show you, I've bought myself a blacklight. We are going to an opal field. I will be doing some footage. This blacklight I bought from a company in Keepedy. I could have probably bought it cheaper from all the online retail outlets, like all the crap from Amazon and whatever, Alibaba or all the other ones, Temu, for cheaper. But I do like to support Australian companies. It was made in China, but at least if I buy it in Australia and I have a problem, I can always send it back without too much drama. But it's quite a good one. It's running at the right light frequencies. But in these jars here, I've got some opal from my last trip out. There is some pretty stuff in here. It's mainly just chips and small splashes of colour on stuff, but I'll get it out and show you. But that's the bigger bits. This one here's got a fair bit of potch in it, and it's full of little opal shards that have got little bands of colour, bit of this, bit of that. This jar here has got some really nice little colour in it. Very pretty. You can see all the reds, the purples, the blues, the greens. It's got some nice bits in it. Now, a lot of people know that, yeah, opal shines or fluoresces under a black light, so it makes it really easy to find it at night. You just got to watch you don't fall down a hole. In this jar I've got some other stuff which I've been collecting, and my late father collected. Now that big browny red lump is actually a garnet. I was given by friends. The others, I think, are rough diamonds. This little piece here at the end here, which is a bit of fossilised wood, petrified wood. I found that up at the Grawen opal fields. As soon as I got out of the car, I spotted it on the ground. I picked it up, and right at the very end of it, it has a tiny little band of potch going through it, which is, yeah, a bit different. But anyway, I'll pause this and I'll want to show you something else. It's a bit, I don't know whether you know it, but other things fluoresce under light. So I'll give you a look. Hang on. Okay, and these are, I'm pretty certain it's a piece of petrified wood. Could be an agate, I don't know. But right on the tip, it's a tiny little bit of potch. It's out there. Different. So, and in the rest of this jar that my father collected is all of these. Now, he collected all these for some reason. I don't know exactly what they are, but I have looked online. Some of them have got a pinky hue to them, like this one here. We'll have a look. So it's got fractures in it and everything else, but it's got a pinky hue to it. I found these. I don't know what they are. Again, they're pretty. Put them under on top of the light, it all glows. So, but this one here is an actual garnet. Very rough, very large, lots of fractures in it. It's not pretty, it's not clear, but you can see a bit of light through it. So turn the light on, chuck it up there, right, roll him around a bit, and you can see the light does come through it in a few spots. So I got given this by some friends who are a bit like me, a bowerbird. They love to pick up rocks and lick rocks, so they're rock lickers as well. And they've got a giant collection of garnets that they found. These down here, I'm not certain what they are. My dad collected them over years and years, so he must have collected them for a reason. My dad's long gone. He passed away some 26 and a half years ago. But pretty. I do have tools to cut and shape rocks, but one thing I've researched a bit on these, I'm not sure what they are. Don't take it as gospel, but they could be rough diamonds. Now, most diamonds, when you pick them out of the host soil or rock, are like a pyramid shape reversed up on top of itself. So like a triangle this way and a triangle the other way, joined. But when they roll around in an ancient river for millions of years, now these are as hard as hell too. I've tried to cut a couple of these with a grinder, and mate, they are so hard that it wears the grinder away. But there's a thing about diamonds, especially rough diamonds like this, they tend to take on a waxy appearance, and they're agrophobic. So if you squirt them with a bit of water, we'll just get this here, right, the water beads and just doesn't really stick to it much. I don't think this is straight water, it might have something else in it, but they end up with a really waxy sort of finish on them. So different. But anyway, rock licking. Been rock licking for a while. So, but I'm going to take you inside now into the dark, and we're going to run the black light over a few of these bits of opal and just show you how much they fluoresce, and take it from there. Okay, and here's another little collection of my rocks. A few chunks of raw silver in there, a few more bits of quartz and everything else. There's even a couple of little bits of boulder opal. That piece there has got a bit of boulder opal. This I'm not sure what it is, but it almost looks like a dog tooth sapphire, but it hasn't got any sort of clarity to it. You can't see through it, but it does look like a tooth. Who knows? But there is a couple of bits of boulder opal in here. This has got a little splash of colour on it. I actually picked this up out of a highway. Pulled up to check the trailer and check a few other things, and it was actually part of the road base. So there you go. That was out near Longreach somewhere, so as far as I can remember. But it has a nice little splash of colour through it. So look, see if I can see the other piece. There is another piece of boulder opal in here. There it is. Try and get it out. This little piece here, that has a tiny little band of beautiful colour through it. Hopefully you can see that shining through there. Absolutely beautiful. Again, that was found on the side of the highway. So, nice little splash through it. Very pretty. Now, everyone sort of knows that opal shines or fluoresces under a black light. Now these bits here, they've got little splashes of colour on them. Not a lot, but you can see little bits of splash. This come from Grawen or Grawn. Yeah, that's where the opal fields are out there in between Lightning Ridge and what's the town? Can't think of it now. But yeah, that's all the clay. And that's what they dig it out of, it's just clay base. So this is found straight out the front of the Glengarry Hilton. If you've ever been there, classic Australian pub, or Corrugated Iron. They've got great camping facilities there for you. Fantastic bloody kitchen. And you wouldn't believe how cheap the grog is. It's cheaper than my local pub. But anyway, that's another little piece. And a lot of this has got tiny little splashes of colour, but it is mainly potch. It does have some colour through it. You get a little flash of it. Nothing cuttable, nothing pretty, but it is nice to look at. And this one here has lots of little colour in it. The little flashes of red, purples, greens, blues, all the way through it. It is all just little chips that were found. Hopefully we'll get some nice bits of opal where we're heading. Okay, everyone sort of knows that opal fluoresces under a light, so we're going to turn this off and turn the black light on and show you what it's like. There's also something unusual in there I want to show you. Tiny little piece of purple down there. You see that little purple shard just down there near my finger. We'll turn this off and I'll show you what I'm talking about. And go, lights out. Black lights on. I don't know if you can see how well that is shining. That's an actual ruby. There's a couple of bits of garnet in there too, but that's a ruby shining down there. So rubies fluoresce as well as opal. Yeah. Potch and good cuttable opal all fluoresces. So, and the longer it fluoresces, you can see that the light's completely taken away and it's still glowing. Slowly dies off. But see how it's holding the light? Pretty cool, huh? This one over here, yeah, it's fluorescent. This one, definitely fluorescent. This one, still fluorescent. But if you're up in the gem fields of New South Wales and you're doing a bit of gem sieving late at night, if you've got a black light, you'll definitely see a ruby shining away at you. So there you go. Something different. Poverty prospecting. Over and out. Get out if the weather's nice and have a go. Cheers. Bye for now.